Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, if you ever wonder a little bit about what's going on if you're going on a cruise right now. So you're one of those lucky people who can get on one of those cruises that are sailing the Canary Islands, say on the Mine Ship 2, and you're wondering what's going on. Well, my friend Morgan there from the Unofficial Travel Guides, you saw he was on the channel last week, and he went on the cruise. He's on the ship, and he has a whole bunch of vlogs there detailing a lot of the stuff that's on the ship. So I will put a link down below. You can go check them out. But he sent me a video, and because it's sort of a don't touch my food story, I'm told. So let's take a watch at that video right after this. Okay, Morgan, tell me your food story.
Hey Don, it's me, Morgan, from the Very Unofficial Travel Guides, and as you know, I'm here on a cruise right now, and I'm in the buffet, and I know how you love how people act in the buffet, and so I wanted to tell you a little story while it's still sort of quiet in here. I'm having an early dinner. As mentioned in our chat a couple weeks ago, it's not a self-serve buffet, so they have dividers set up, they have lines painted on the ground, people aren't really getting close to the food, and there's somebody standing at every station serving people. And it includes the drinks as well. There are a lot of drinks included. Well, I mean, basically, they're all included. All different kinds of pop or soda, wine, beer. It's all up here in the buffet. And like I said, also at the moment, not self-serve. There are dividers set up. And then there's somebody standing behind the dividers that will get whatever it is you want for you. And there was an older woman who came and asked for several drinks. She was bringing a couple drinks back to her table, and she was having a problem carrying it herself. So the guy who was dispensing the drinks got a tray and helped her bring them over to the table. So he left his drink dispensing position for, let's say, a minute maybe, and there was another woman who was waiting, and when he left, she stood there for maybe 20 seconds and then got so frustrated and threw her arms up in the air like,
"How rude, how could this possibly be happening that he's helping that old lady and leaving his position for 20 seconds?
So she climbed under the rope, or, you know, this divider thing, and just got her own drinks.
What?
What do you think? Appropriate? Not appropriate? I'm not sending this story to you because I want you to get upset. I thought you would find it interesting. I know how you've also talked about people acting like fools at the buffets, and I just know how lucky I am that I'm one of the few people who can be on board a ship right now, and I wanted to somehow interact with you in this way. So let me know, Don, how would you have reacted to seeing that? By the way, I just saw a guy come and sit down at a table with his mask on, of course, because he's walking through the buffet. He sat down, went to take a sip of his beer with his mask on. He was a little bit frustrated.
Okay, well, you know what? Yeah, people are impatient, right? People cannot be bothered to wait 60 seconds for a person to help somebody else. Some people are just, it's all about me, everybody. It's all about me. I mean, people made careers on that, out of that kind of mentality. Yeah, well, thanks for that video, Morgan. I like to see how they're handing out the food and that's how the buffets work right now. I'm curious to know if that's the protocols Royal Caribbean and Celebrity are going to use when they open up, and maybe Princess AIDA Cruise Line when they open up for June cruises. It's all a thing. Now, I watched a lot of your videos that Morgan put out. Again, the links will be down below if you want to check them out. And there's something on that cruise line, well, a couple things that made me say, yeah, I probably wouldn't cruise. And then there's another thing that said, yeah, I would cruise. So, so I'm kind of tossed. The things I didn't like, Morgan said they don't have the Broadway shows right now, at least on the Mine Ship 2. There's no big theatrical production on the show, and I miss, that's one of my favorite things to do on a cruise ship is enjoy that nightly entertainment in the big theaters. That is definitely a thing I would miss on a cruise ship. And then the Mein Schiff 2 is one of those few cruise lines in the world right now. Remember, it's a German-based cruise line, and you're allowed to smoke on your balcony. And so, you know, if you're a smoker and you're doing it in your own home and all that, I don't care. But if I go out on my balcony to sit and enjoy a cup of coffee, I don't want to smell anything coming from my neighbor's cabin, them sitting on the balcony having cigarette smoke blowing directly into me. The only way to stop that is to go all the way to the front of the ship and be one of those forward cabins, and then the wind will always be pushing the smoke in the opposite direction. But those are two things that I don't know if I would cruise. And then I looked at the beautiful, beautiful sunrise off of one of Morgan's videos, and I went, oh, man, do I miss that? Do I miss sitting on my balcony in the morning when I wake up and in the evening when the sun is setting? Absolutely. Just miss the sound of the ocean and the peacefulness out there. It's something that when you finally do go cruising, if you're not a cruiser and you do that and you get a balcony and you sit on your balcony, it is the most relaxing time you will ever be on a vacation. It is perfect. Last time I went, I took one of my friends from Miami with me. She got the cabin beside me, and we sat on the balcony each night for about an hour and hardly talked. We were just enthralled with the peacefulness. We could carry on conversations all the time. That's not the problem. But we were enjoying the serenity and the quiet and the stars. It was an absolutely great experience. And so now I'm torn. Would I go? Wouldn't I go? So I'm very curious when Royal Caribbean and Celebrity announced their next protocols for what you can do and what won't be available. Will there be Broadway shows on Royal Caribbean? They're kind of known for Broadway shows, right? So will they be there or will they not? At least the one thing you do know for sure on Celebrity and Royal Caribbean, there is no smoking on balconies. There are designated smoking areas, but there are not smoking on people's staterooms and balconies. And I think that's the way to go. I mean, if you're worried about a fire on a cruise ship, people who anyone who thinks they're flicking their cigarette butt into the ocean when they're on the 12th floor, it's not. It's going directly into the cabin somewhere along the other side of the ship, whether it's your floor or floors down below, because the pressure of the wind just forces it back on somebody else's balcony. And that's how things start. Very nonchalantly. So yeah, that's still a crazy thing that they still allow smoking on that cruise line. So there you go. Again, thanks, Morgan. It seems like you had a whole very interesting cruise. So if you want to check it out, check out the links down below. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.